Yep, to talk about things that are possible or probable. Probable. It can be used to influence. That's not how you spell that word. To influence the actions of others. And it can also be used to talk about things that may or may not exist. Okay, we have mostly talked about this first one, giving an opinion. So something that we haven't talked about too much is it needs to be used when we're changing subjects in a sentence. And I'm going to talk about that right now. So okay, after K. So we use the subjunctive when, oh, that's not how you spell that there either. I'm really struggling this morning, guys. When there is a change of subject after K. So when I say subject, what do I mean? Do I mean like a topic? No, I mean like the subject of a sentence, which would be the person doing an action. Okay, so the word K is a key word for the subjunctive. The word K is a key word for the subjunctive. A lot of the time, you're going to use the subjunctive after that word K. Okay. And we also know we use the subjunctive after impersonal expressions. How are we doing so far? Are we hanging in there? Maybe.
Yes.
Yes. Okay. Thank you. So we have talked about the present subjunctive. And we've also talked about the present perfect. subjunctive. Have you guys noticed anything about when we see the word perfect in a tense? You don't need to write this down, but those all have something important in common. Does anyone know what those are? That commonality? Okay. They always have a version of aber plus a past participle. So anytime you see perfect in a tense, it means you have to have two words to make your verb. Every time. Okay. So we're just going to talk about the subjunctive today. Okay. So the present subjunctive, how do we form it? How do we form the present subjunctive?
You add the ending to the AR, ER, IR verb.
Mm-hmm. That's one of the steps for sure.
Take off AR, ER, IR.
Almost. It's the same as forming the command. So what's our first step? What if this is the verb?
Oh, you need to change it to the correct yo form. So
Yes, perfect. So we would go to the yo form. And then what?
remove the O.
Mm-hmm. And?
Add the ending.
Mm-hmm. Add the opposite ending. So for AR verbs, we'd add the ER endings, and for ER or IR verbs, we'd add the AR endings. Yep. This should be pretty familiar, I hope. How about the present perfect subjunctive? There's two steps. We form it by,
Up there.
yep. So subjunctive aber.
Yes.
And a past participle of the verb that you want to use. So most of those end in ado or edo, with some exceptions for irregular past participles. Okay, so we have used both of these. We've used both of these so far. And we've used this one to influence. And we've used this one to react. Okay, So when I say that, I mean like es importante que los estudiantes hagan la tarea. But I could also say, es bueno que los estudiantes hayan entendido la tarea. And those mean different things. Anyone know what any of those mean? Or any parts of them? I know it's early, guys, but any feedback at all?
The present perfect subjunctive says it's good that the students understand the homework.
Yes, yeah. So very close, very close. There's just a little subtlety. So it's good that the students have understood the homework. Okay. Did they understand the homework? In this sentence, did they understand the homework for sure?
Yes.
Yes. And I'm just reacting, saying it's good that that happened. Okay. So this is used to react to events that actually happened. And we're just giving an opinion on them. Okay. Meanwhile, the present subjunctive is not quite the same. It's important that students do their homework. Did it happen?
No, it's not certain.
It's not certain, not necessarily. But by me saying it's important, I'm trying to influence, right? I'm trying to influence students to do their homework in an indirect way, because I'm not saying, hey, you do your homework. I'm saying it's really important that you do your homework. So it's less direct. Okay? So that's when we would use each one and the reasons why we would use each one. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Okay. So I hear, thank you. I think that's Sophie. Thank you. I hear one yes, but what about the other 19 people that are in the room?
Yes.
Couple more. Okay. All right. Okay. Thank you. Okay. So let me talk about your assignment that's going to be due. I guess on Sunday night or Monday morning. What I'm going to have you guys do is make a poster using the present subjunctive, and I'll put all of this into a written assignment so that you can look at it again, you don't need to remember all of this right now, but you're going to make a poster using the present subjunctive, and you're going to try to influence people to take care of the environment. So you're going to say things like, it's important that we recycle. It's good that we limit the use of plastics. Right? All of the different things that we have talked about. And I found a website that I don't know if you guys have used before, called Canva, and they have some pretty nice templates for posters and infographics. So you guys can make either a poster or an infographic, and I would like for you to write good subjunctive sentences saying that it's important or good that or necessary that people do these certain things to care for the environment. Okay? Questions? Concerns? None? We're just tired? See. Okay. All right. So if you guys feel like you understood the notes, I'm going to put them on Classroom, and you understand what your assignment is, then we're all set and we can talk next week.
Okay.
Okay. All right. Adios, guys.